Hey guys, welcome back. It is 50 some degrees here in Nebraska in middle of January, and I've decided to come out of hibernation to try and get something accomplished. Basically, I've mentioned in my last video that this sweet beast right here was burning oil, and I'm hoping that I narrowed it down to intake gaskets. So I bought some new ones and already took the intake off. It's pretty filthy, and there just seemed to be a lot of oil in places that I wouldn't expect oil to be. And you can see here's the new ones versus the old ones. They've probably seen a little bit better days. And here's what it looks like with the intake taken off. It's actually a lot easier to put back together than it probably looks, at least for some people. So I'm gonna put it back on. Here's a new torque wrench I bought, but because I'm an idiot, I bought the wrong one, so it's useless. So I'll just put this over here. Thanks for playing. Anyway, I'm not going to show you putting it back on because there's just no point. I don't have a tripod or anything to, time lapse me fumbling like an idiot trying to put everything back together. So I'll just show you what it looks like when it gets put back on. And hopefully the problem has been fixed. But you've got basically a couple fasteners down here, back there, a couple, you got a body ground, or you got a ground, and then some electronics. This is the throttle position sensor, and I don't know if that's right, throttle something or other. What else? Let's see. That goes into the IAC. This is what controls the secondaries opening up at 4,000 or 3,500 if you have a chip. Basically what that means is the ones right here, they have a little flange in here, and the computer tells it at a certain RPM to open those up. So you've got basically your main air coming in normally, but then at a certain RPM they pop open and just dump a bunch of air down into the motor. Kind of a nice design. I like it. It feels kind of like a budget turbo kicking in when they open up. Otherwise, a couple more connectors, and then you've just got some bolts that go down here, and really that's about it, other than putting the throttle body back on and everything else. And it's filthy and it makes me sad, but I'll get it all cleaned up here eventually. I was actually going to take the entire intake apart and replace all the gaskets, but I don't know that it's necessary. I did that a while back, and actually that intake is off of a 90. Yeah, it's off a 90. So when I pulled that one, I replaced everything and put it all back together. So I'm guessing everything's fine. I probably could get by with putting some new some of these back on, some new ones, because they're probably pretty trashed, but whatever. I just want to get it back together, get it aligned so I can drive it, and then we'll go from there. This thing has always been a work in progress. So anyway, I will put it all back together and I guess show you guys the results, although you've already seen it, so it'll be nothing new. Anyway, I'll see you in a little while. And we're back, and it's running, so apparently I did something correct, and I don't see any massive puddles aside from the one that was already there. So I'm going to call this one a success. I did want to mention before, just so that way there's some tech information in here. The bolts up here are 10 millimeters. These are 12s, pretty much those retaining ones. There's one back there it's a 19 and a 17, which has a ground on it. All the throttle body ones are 12s. And I mean, really, that's about all you need to know. There are a few coolant lines down here. Don't forget to put those back together. I almost forgot the one that goes back in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure those all get back together. Otherwise, that's about it. Really not as bad as it looks. So I mean, you can use this information if you want to change spark plugs. It's a hell of a lot easier. Spark plug wires. Although I'm guessing anybody who watches this video for SHO stuff probably already knows how to do it. But anyway, thought I'd share, at least put something up. It's been a couple weeks. Haven't really had much to do because it's been kind of Arctic outside. Anyway, appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, and by the way, some empty boxes. Something I was going to save till later, but I don't really have anything else to follow it up with. I've had these things for quite a while. New lights, clear corners. Definitely want to get them on sometime, but I don't know. I feel like having clear corners and brand new headlights may offset the rust, but probably wouldn't look that good, so I don't know. I may just hold on to them until I get it fixed. Get all the body work done, but I have to say, they look really good. You can definitely see the difference between the two. And I've got some fish tanks that I'll probably clean up and put in there. So, just thought I'd show you some goodies. Like I said, work in progress. She'll get there someday. Alright, next time.